So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these...
Agahawa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fernandez. Alvarez. And here's Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. Out of play for a goal kick. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz, gently done. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Agahawa. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's trying the shot. It's a loose ball. And the shot! No, not quite.
Nico Williams really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Williams. This might decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Montiel gets it away. Garnacho. McAllister. Medina. Pedri. And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Will shot a goal! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Spain, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. McAllister. McAllister. Zubimendi. Yamal. And it's Ruiz. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Well, they could break here. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Otamendi shifted upfield. Fernandez. Barrenechea. And it's played forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's managed to get free. Garnacho, out to the left it goes. Grimaldo getting this one clear. Pedri getting this one clear. And here's Messi. Fernandez, and it's lofted through here. Messi's cross. Nico Williams. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedri spread out to the left. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal tries a measured ball. Williams. Time to deliver. Oh, that's neat. Pedri crosses. And he's there to get it away. Garnacho. Now it's McAllister. Medina. Garnacho. Over to the left. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Grimaldo. Played over towards the opposite flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Played towards the other side. Nico Williams. And he's there to clear it. Pedro Porro. Yamal. It's run loose here. Romero. Now it's Messi. So what can they make of this? Montiel. Barrenechea. Pedro Porro cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. McAllister. Romero, forwards and with intent. Fabian Ruiz. Alvarez has given away a free kick. Otamendi wins the duel this time.
Agahawa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal. Kubasi. Aim forwards. McAllister. Fernandez. Now it's Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pedri, Nico Williams, Grimaldo, Pedri, Grimaldo, Fernandez.
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Williams, McAllister, Romero, McAllister, Yamal, and here's Ruiz. McAllister does well to get it back. Medina. Romero, That's a sharp pass. Pau Kubasi with the foul. Garnacho. That's a canny finish! Oh, it's come loose. And that has been clubbed away. McAllister. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! They've scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
What's Agahawa? Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro comes inside. Fabian Ruiz played out to the left. Agahawa! And that certainly packed a punch. Montiel looking to get on the end of this. Pedro Porro clears it away. Moved on forwards. Clearly not happy with that. That's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. McAllister. Medina. Oh, it's played into the area. Lenormand getting this one clear. Medina. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Grimaldo. Lenormand shifted upfield. That's a little off target. And here's Alvarez. Picks it up out wide. Al-Kubasi is there and he can get that clear. Strong running down that left flank. He's found a way through. He's found some space. Montiel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He is through here. Now it's Messi. He has found a way through. The clearance is short. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Garnacho. And it's Fernandez. Crosses it in. Yamal. Yamal. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Fernandez. It's been slipped through. Fernandez. He's cut it out. Pedri, gently done. Yamal, out to the left it goes. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Yamal. Great work on the overlap. Great challenge, time to perfection. Medina did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Kubasi. The normal. Pedri. Kubasi. Subimendi. And it's played forward. Fernandez. McAllister forwards and with intent. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Agahawa. Oh, good spread. Nico Williams. Yamal. And here's Agahawa. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's in space and looking for options. Alvarez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone direct. It's anyone's ball now. Played into the middle. Romero with the clearance. It's Ruiz. McAllister makes the interception. Fernandez. Montiel. Otamendi. Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. He can get that clear. Medina. Played into space out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That has been knocked clear. And here's Messi. That's tidy. And it's Fernandez. And here's Fernandez. There's the shot! Pedri. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Berenachea aimed forwards. Played back to the goalkeeper. What a throw in. He's got away. The cross comes in. Now it's Garnacho. Plenty waiting in the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kubasi, spread out to the left.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Alvarez. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Cross goes in there. Oh, that is not what he intended. Zubimendi. Calmly anticipates. Garnacho. Zubimendi cuts out the pass. Garnacho. Grimaldo gets over and intercepts. Agahawa. Now it's Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's McAllister. Lovely bit of skill. So who's he picking out? Nice control. And here's Garnacho. Kubasi tries to clear and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Garnacho, showing good feet. Oh, the ball's come loose, and one more try! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Barrenechea. McAllister. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Danger averted for now. McAllister. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now who's going to be first to this? Over to the left. And here's Alvarez. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nico Williams. And here's Agahawa. Now that's well seen too. Great defending, strong and determined. Zubimendi. And he cuts out the supply. Pedro Porro. Now here's the delivery. Romero. Barrenechea. Chair. Medina. Aimed in towards the centre. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That's really well manoeuvred. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Subimendi. Kubasi. Pedro Porro is onto it in a flash. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Back into the middle. Pedri. Subimendi. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! He has done it! Spain are all square.
Spain, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Medina, oh, there's a probing ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kubasi. Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Grimaldo. Subimendi. Rooney gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Grimaldo. And here's Agahawa. Takes a shot. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Moved on forwards. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Pau Kubasi looks to the other side. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Subimendi. Barrenechea, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's McAllister. Medina. And here's Garnacho. Alvarez. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Attempts it, and he shoots! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's a... Agahawa! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Barrenechea. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Medina gets across to intercept that. Yamal. It's Ruiz. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Oh, what a climb! Complete. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be abused.
Spain take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Fernandez. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
Defending, but that'll do. McAllister. Garnacho. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There are a few waiting for it. Grimaldo tries to clear. Fernandez. And it's McAllister. And that was very necessary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Medina. Barrenechea. Out towards the flank. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Chance! Oh, they could be caught out here. Only partially clear. Grimaldo, gently done. Pedri. And he goes cross-field. Yamal. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, such a clever touch. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Hit into the middle. And that's been well dealt with. Williams. Defending of the desperate variety. Up he goes! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Otamendi shifted upfield. Romero. McAllister. Kubasa. Yamal. And here's Agahawa. And here's Nico Williams. Very nicely done. And he's heaved it away. And that's a throw-in. McAllister. Fernandez. Montiel. Aim forwards. And here's Alvarez. Lenormand gets a foot in here.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Ruiz. And here's Agahawa. Brilliantly cut out. That will be a throw-in. Barrenechea. That's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. Medina. Garnacho. And here's Alvarez. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Pedri. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Lenormand. Yamal is onto it in a flash. And it's Toro. Yamal. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Lenormand. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Lenormand. Out to the left it goes. Ronaldo, and that's aimed into the middle. Messi. Now it's Alvarez. And it's McAllister. He can run onto that. Alvarez! They've done it! They are right back in business. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Nico Williams. Big chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Pedri. Now it's Williams. Can he deliver? Cleared away. Medina. And it's Messi. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Porro. Garnacho. McAllister. Garnacho. Garnacho played out to the left flank. Goes for a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Fabian Ruiz played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Zubimendi played back in, out to the right. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Yamal, and it's Porro. And here's Yamal. Zubimendi. Oh, that it, Pedri!
Pedri usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Grimaldo chooses to go cross-field. Zubimendi. Played out to the right. Oh, it's come loose. That's a throw. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Alvarez. McAllister. That looks a cracking ball. Grimaldo. Yamal. Zubimendi. Pedri spread out to the left. And it's Pedri. Alex Grimaldo delivers. Romero gets it clear. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zubimendi played out to the left flank. And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams opts to play it back. Otamendi gets good distance on it. The normal. Pedri. That has been cut short. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nico Williams. And here's Agahawa. Rooney gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Montiel. Fernandez, gently done. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Pedri. And it's Zubimendi. Nico Williams. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. And he welcomes it in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Yamal! McAllister. Out to the left it goes. Medina going full steam ahead down the left flank. McAllister cuts it out. Agahawa is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barrenechea shifted upfield. It's been slipped through. Messi has it out wide and in space. And here's Messi. In again. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. And it's Porro. Agahawa. Played out wide. Lovely feet. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Ruiz. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Fabian Ruiz goes short. And the cutback. It's well blocked, and back out it comes. Pedri, over to the left. Otamendi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
McAllister. Oh, red, nice interception. Zubimendi spread out to the left. Otamendi. McAllister. Otamendi. Aim forwards. Alvarez. Barrenechea. Garnacho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nico Williams. Pedri. Grimaldo picks it up now. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Pedri. That's going to go a long way. Spain have reclaimed it. Always onto this. Now let's go on that show. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Garnacho. Oh, that's nice. Now the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kubasi. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Yamal. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Great defending, strong and determined. Otamendi. Romero. Medina. Garnacho. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pedro Porro. McAllister goes on a charge down the left. McAllister gently done. Pedri. Normal moved on forwards. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. And he cuts out the supply. Kubasi. Fernandez. Back into the middle. And it's Fernandez. Played into the middle.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Fernandez. Alvarez. Knocks it out wide. And here's Messi. And here's Messi. Cross goes in there. That had too much on it. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. The normal. Kubasi. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Spain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
And we are back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Referee's given a throw. The normal. Pedri. Nico Williams. Pedri. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. Cleared without complication. That's been won straight back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zubimendi, who does have an assist to his name. Otamendi gets it away. Pedri. It's gone for a throw-in. Here comes a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Argentina, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in. Romero, McAllister,
And it's played forward. Fernandez, gently done. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. The normal. Moved on forwards. Barrenechea. Argentina can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Medina shifted upfield. That'll be a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in. Kubasi. The normal. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. And he welcomes it in. Medina gets rid without sophistication. And it's Zubimendi. Zubimendi played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro takes aim and crosses. And out it comes again. Fernandez. Alvarez. Montiel. Alvarez, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Garnacho. Now it's Garnacho. Fired deep towards the back post. Medina has over his head. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Kubasi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Romero. Barrenechea. Messi is onto it in a flash. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Grimaldo. Pedri. That is lovely. Argentina can break now. Montiel. Argentina getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Barrenechea forwards and with intent. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Barrenechea. Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez! That was a matter of inches.
He overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Agahawa. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. And it's Grimaldo. Pedri. Pedri played out to the left flank. Zubimendi. Pedri. Agahawa. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Romero gets it clear. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Pedri. Zubimendi. Pedri. And here's Agahawa. Chance, surely! Medina getting this one clear. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. That has found him in acres of space. Takes a shot! Otamendi. McAllister. Otamendi. McAllister. Up towards the front line. Calmly anticipates. That is a great pick out. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Barrenechea does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Medina. Garnacho. Barrenechea. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cleared away. And here's Alvarez. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Medina makes the interception. Montiel. Barrenechea. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to get it clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Succumbs to the pressure. Montiel. And it's Fernandez. Elects to cross. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Garnacho brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Barrenechea. Medina. Garnacho. Lenormand gets across to intercept that. Zubimendi. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. And that's going to be a goal kick. Fernandez. Romero. Otamendi. Played towards the front line. Pedro Porro cuts out the pass. Pedri. Fernandez is the guilty party there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, nice touch. Ronaldo has gone backward here. Zubimendi. That's not going far. Agahawa! Straight at the keeper.
Agahawa might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Messi looking to run onto it. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's through here, and he's picked it up out wide. It's run loose here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
That has been knocked clear. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pau Kubasi, and he goes cross-field. Fernandez. He's in plenty of space here. Pedro Porro can get it clear. That is a little undercooked. And here's Garnacho. And it's Barrenechea. Agahawa. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. That's very neat. And here's Nico Williams. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, it's a carry finish! And a chance! Barrenechea gets good distance on it. And it's Porro. Grimaldo. Zubimendi. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! Played in. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Otamendi aim forwards. Barrenechea. Romero. McAllister. Grimaldo. So we've reached the hour mark. Moved on forwards. Montiel gets over and intercepts. Into the channel. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri. Ah, looking to break at pace. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Zubimendi. They get a throw in. And it's Fernandez. It's a promising position. Fernandez out to the right. Keeper has taken decisive action. Nico Williams. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Can he latch on to this? Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Otamendi gently done. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi looks to the other side. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. The normal. And it's played forward. Barrenechea. Garnacho. Garnacho. Medina. Very nicely done. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's hoisted clear. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Oh, easy pickings there. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pedri. Played towards the other side. And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. McAllister. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal played out wide. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Messi. Otamendi. Otamendi forwards and with intent. The normal. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Grimaldo. And here's Nico Williams. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. And here's Nico Williams. Crossed into the middle. Montiel. He came in hard, very hard. Out towards the flank. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Romero with the clearance. Oh, well measured. Garnacho. Nice physical challenge. Yamal. Grimaldo. Pedri. Nico Williams. Yamal. And it's Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Barrenechea. McAllister. Fernandez. Montiel. Nicely intercepted. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams looks to get on the end of this. And here's Agahawa. Oh, just skips past his man. Fabian Ruiz, done delicately. Tries to get it clear. Pedro Porro looking to hit the byline here. Chance here to counter. And it's Porro. Now that's well seen too. Garnacho. Fernandez. Otamendi shifted upfield. Forward it goes. Yamal. And here's Agahawa. Otamendi wins the duel this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Barrenechea. And it's Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nico Williams. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Agahawa. Real chance! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, what a climb! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Montiel. Barrenechea, aim forwards. McAllister. Garnacho. And that was very necessary. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho. That's tidy. Grimaldo is there and he can get that clear. Oh, it's come loose. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Out for a throw. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Fernandez. On time, excellent interception. Medina. Garnacho. Barrenechea. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Messi! Defending of the desperate variety. That's the throw. And here's Messi. Fernandez. Lovely feet. And it's McAllister. Subimendi. Throw it. Montiel. Barrenechea. Romero. McAllister. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Grimaldo cuts it out. Medina. Barrenechea have it back and can go again. Garnacho. Medina. Medina drives forward on the overlap. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away, proves too strong. Agahawa couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Messi spread out to the left. Medina, now here's the delivery. And he's there to get it away. That's been won straight back. Romero, gently done. Now it's Pedri. He can run onto that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Medina. McAllister. Medina. Lovely bit of skill. Moved on forwards. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ronaldo. Raya sends that a long way. Medina has been caught there, it's a foul. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Nico Williams. The normal, and it's played forward. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Garnacho. Great defending, strong and determined. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. Danger averted for now.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making...
Romero concedes a free kick for that. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Chair tries to clear, and it's Pedri. Pedri climbs up big, and again, goal Spain, and they get themselves in front. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Spain go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Great run on the overlap here. Medina. Garnacho. It's anyone's ball now. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. He can get that clear. McAllister. And it's made its way to him. Medina. Showing good feet.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kubasi. Quality ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dybala. And it's Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Kubasi. Pau Kubasi forwards and with intent. Messi. Montiel. Dybala. And here's Messi. And here's Alvarez. Chance for a shot! And it's McAllister. And a shot! Garnacho tries a shot! McAllister, and the finish! Has a shot! Goal!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Raya, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spinach, and sometimes you'll get lucky and it'll come your way.
Changes then in quick succession. This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Zubimendi. And here's Agahawa. Picks it up out wide. Oh, what a climb! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted. Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Agahawa. Agahawa knocks it out wide. And it's Grimaldo. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's hoisted clear. It's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
The pull providing an outlet on that flank. And he's there to clear it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dybala. Garnacho. Romero. Romero shifted upfield. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get free.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Dybala. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Pedro Porro, and here's Yamal. Berenachea with a definite foul there.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Messi. Oh, that's neat. Messi looking to get on the end of this.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pull, that's an imaginative pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Alvarez! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. with the clearance. And that is out of play. The pull, here comes the cross.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Subimendi, Ronaldo, Romero gets across to intercept that.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Montiel, gently done.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Kubasi moved on forwards. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, a delicate chip through. Can he get onto this? Pedro Porro. Agahawa. Oh, good spread. And it's Porro. That was nicely by the defence. Looking for a decent ball in. Back in once more. And he shoots! Fabian Ruiz. And he's had a shot! Brilliant to Agahawa! And that may just do it! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. He's got 4. That is remarkable. Spain take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Thinks one through. Medina looking to get on the end of this. De Paul. And here's Garnacho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's very neat. And here's Garnacho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Medina. That's good play. I think we're just about done here. Barrenechea. Dybala. Garnacho. Medina. He is just caressing the ball. Garnacho. Barrenechea. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Dybala.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier. Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Montiel. Dybala. De Paul. Montiel. And it's Messi. Alvarez. Oh, it's the can he finish? Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that face.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
All square again into the dying minutes. Grimaldo, Lenormand aim forwards. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. And it's played forward. Nicely intercepted. Romero, Dybala, Otamendi. Barrenechea, aim forwards. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. That's an excellent interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's Grimaldo. Now who's going to be first to this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Out to the left it goes. He's found a way through. Now the cross. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Time added on, 4 minutes. They are right into last chance territory. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, such a clever touch. Dybala. That's going to go a long way. Montiel. Perez does really well to win the ball there. Lenormand. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Otamendi. We are into stoppage time. Barrenechea gently done. Zubimendi. Perez. Grimaldo. Lenormand. Kubasi. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro. And here's Yamal. Simeone. Barrenechea. Dybala. Now that's well seen too. Lenormand. Pedri. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. Lenormand played up towards the front line. Grimaldo. Subimendi. Pedri. Perez. Pedri. Great work on the overlap.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
And he's there to get it away. Barrenechea. Messi, now he's off and running. And they've got a throw. Simeone. De Paul. Medina. Simeone. Alex Simeone. Decent chance! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That has been cut short. Otamendi. Romero. Otamendi. Dybala. De Paul. Simeone. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's straight offside. And there goes the final whistle. So they make their point on day one. Their search for a win will have to wait. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I don't think they'll be too upset about that.